good evening. I'm Audrey Wiggins, and welcome to another webisode of Make Something Happen. I have Deborah Johnson in the studio today. We're friends. We went to high school together, and she's owned several businesses, and I'm excited to hear about her new venture, Trinity Wellness Services. And over the years, Deb has also earned her MBA, from Indiana Wesleyan University. Now, Deb, fill us in a little bit about what you do. I know you've recently been certified as a holistic health practitioner as well, and you're a massage practitioner among some other things. You want to give us a little insight there?
Yes.
Okay.
What Trinity Wellness Services is about is teaching people how to take care of themselves in a holistic manner. A lot of people don't realize that we're made up of three components: mind, body, and spirit. So, for instance, if something happens and we have a traumatic experience, like a death in a family or a major illness, or if someone in our life moves out of our lives, or if we change jobs, anything that's traumatic like that, we think about how it feels in here, but we don't always think about what the effect is on the rest of our body, our mind, and our spirit. So what I do with Trinity Wellness Services is to help people to realize how they can take care of their body, how they can mend their body holistically, the whole body. And because a lot of times people pay attention to one part and not the other. And then something else happens and they say, oh my gosh, I've got a rash, I've got a headache, I've got a new diagnosis. They don't realize, a lot of people, that we're all connected through mind, body, and spirit. So I just guide people along and teach them that.
As well, I know you're an energy worker.
Yes.
So that's all part of that process.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Deb, I know it's been a journey.
Yes, it has.
You just didn't wake up one day to decide, to be in this business. A lot of times our life experience will point us in the direction of where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
We all have a purpose from, before we're born, and whatever that purpose is, sometimes it takes us a while to get there, or we do it bit by bit.
Yes.
Okay, and I know we're going to build and tell your story as we go forth in the show today, and how that intertwined and got you to these different points, and how you can help us. We'll be right back with Deborah Johnson with Trinity Wellness Services.
This is your day to shine, your time to win. So raise your cup and drink.
Hii coffee ni nzuri sana, kwa hivyo tunatakikana kukunywa, alafu tunasaidia dunia yote, trayendo los tesoros de la tierra a la gente del mundo.
Your time to win. Why do the same when you can go? Why do the same when you can go beyond, 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 go beyond.
We're back with Deborah Johnson of Trinity Wellness Services. But Deb, you kind of set the stage a little bit, about what you do and how we get there. Now, there's a story behind this.
Yes.
So if you want to give us part of your journey and do the little steps of how you decided to do what you do, and it's because you didn't do it all at once.
Right.
You started
Right.
integrating. Yeah, go ahead, Deb, take it away.
Well, the whole journey started really at the loss of two of our children. The first one passed away. He was 14 years old, and Christmas time, we're getting ready to, celebrate and everything, and he got sick one Saturday evening, and later on that night, he passed away, and we realized later he had an infection in his heart, totally undetectable. And we all missed it. There was no indication. And my second son passed away. Once again, it was Christmas time, and we're getting ready to go Christmas shopping. And he said, "Mommy, I've got these bumps on my leg." And I said, "We're going to stop everything. We're going to the doctor." Found out that those bumps actually were tumors, and he had leukemia. 3 weeks later, he was gone. And I think, there were other things that happened in life prior to that.
When did that happen, Deb, with the years?
Well,
the time frame.
Sure. Our first son passed away. It was December 18th, 1989. Our second son passed away January 15th, 1993, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And so when we went through those experiences, my whole family was, dealing with it as best as they could.
Mm-hmm.
But my own personal story is that when our second son passed away, there was an accumulation from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of went on. I went back to work. I tried to assimilate back into what I thought was a normal lifestyle, and just carried that grief all those years. And then when our second son passed away, my body started reacting.
Okay.
So I had eye infection, ear infection, female infection, my cycle, my body just wreaked havoc. And I was sitting on the side of the bed one day and said, "Why are all these things happening all at once?" Mm-hmm. And I knew I was going through something, but I didn't associate that something going on with the heart with the body reacting.
Wow.
So that was my first inclination. And later I started researching what this was all about, trying to figure it out. And people started coming into my path.
Okay.
I started meeting people who had studied this and understood it more. So I just gravitated to that because I didn't understand the process. But once I did understand it, I realized how important it was to tell other people about it, to help them get through situations as well.
Yep, absolutely, for sure. You want to pass that information on.
Right.
But you set a foundation. You used the first form of grief, rather, the loss of loved ones. And
Yes.
that has been truly traumatic.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I have to say that your second son died on my birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. God bless his soul.
Hmm.
January 15th. But moving on from there, and you start to study and learn more information about it. So what was your healing journey right there? What was that process?
Well, the healing journey started with my understanding natural products,
Okay.
product lines.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that had essential oils in it, anything that had herbs in it, I was gravitating to that. Because I realized use of a lot of chemicals. Not all chemicals are bad, but I realized that I just didn't want to dump a lot of things into my body on top of what was already going on.
Right, exactly.
So I started looking out for natural products. And then I pulled that along with me, and then I started learning about natural energy healing. The body is made up of energy. God made us that way.
Yes.
And I realized that there are different, what we call zones in the body. And if you think about when you're on a freeway,
okay,
and there's an accident on the freeway, all the lanes get backed up because of that accident.
Right.
And that's really just the way our body is made up. There's a wreck on the freeway, traffic is backed up, people are trying to divert and go different ways, turn around, get where they need to go. Well, the body does the same thing. So when there's a traumatic experience, the accident on the freeway, our blood pressure goes up, our rashes come out, we gain weight, we eat, we have headaches, we get diagnoses from the doctor. That is just like those cars trying to get off the freeway, get out, get away from it. So I realized that when we talk about energy work, that includes massage, that's moving energy around your body. A lot of people think it's just making your muscles feel better, but it's really energy movement, reflexology, just touching certain points on your hands and your feet to move blockages, things like that.
Okay.
So that was like the second part of it. So we got the products, then we got the energy work, and then the third thing was education, workshops, training, going to support groups, getting the word out. And so whatever fits the situation, that's what I offer to people, just to show them that there are alternative ways besides picking up a pill every time, besides just to make themselves feel better, and and then blending that into their lifestyle and making it a part of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Go back a little bit to the energy portion of it, because sometimes we don't understand that is something, that's God-given, like the herbs that grow up in the ground, and that it's not necessarily associated with some religious or sect,
exactly,
practice.
exactly.
So we aren't going off, in some, type of pagan religion,
Exactly,
or something like that. I think that's key for as a broad audience for us to understand.
Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because for a long time I avoided it because I didn't understand it, and being raised, in a church and in a Christian home, and my mother was a missionary, so there was like this. I didn't grow up lighting candles in the house, and I didn't grow up. There were a lot of things like that. But yes, through education, I found out that all of those different modalities are not associated with religion. They're not. Egyptians and people back in the Bible, they even used essential oils like this.
Okay.
If there's a class I teach called Healing Oils of the Bible that talks about the different oils that you can use to help heal the body. So all of this natural healing is not based on, like you said, a pagan religion or anything like that. These are gifts from God. These are gifts that He has given us to help us through our journey. We just have to. Our grandparents used to go out in the backyard and dig up roots and herbs and boil stuff and slap this on and slap that on.
Yes.
And next thing you know, you felt better. It's the same kind of thing. So I just want to help people realize that is available to us and that they can use it as part of their lifestyle.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. Thank you. We do need that education, and I'm glad you mentioned a workshop, and we'll talk more about that, as well. How we can plug into you and learn from you, and then we can teach someone else. That's absolutely fantastic. You think about, we're going to close out this segment. We talk about our grandmothers going out pulling up roots and putting salves and things on us. How did Moses and everybody else live to be a 3-digit age? 400, 500, 600, 800 years old. There weren't
There's
pills.
No Prozac, no Ambien. They didn't have that.
Yes, absolutely. So we died of natural causes. They really died.
Exactly.
Natural causes.
Exactly.
And the stress and how we live our lives. So thanks for bringing this information to us. We'll be right back again with Deborah Johnson from Trinity Wellness Services. Deborah Johnson, Trinity Wellness Services. And Debbie, thanks again for giving us that great information, so we can feel comfortable with, plugging into you and other practitioners that we may already know, with healing oils and, the energy work. I really appreciate that. There's nothing, religious about it or
No.
anything like that. So, but you survived some physical disorders.
Yes.
We'll put it like that. Yes. And tell us about that journey, because you're sitting here today. You look absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Well, as I was gathering information and learning, my body still wasn't completely 100%, and it still isn't, but it's better than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But during the journey of learning, my body still had, mind you, there have been nearly 20 years of trauma to the heart, trauma, the emotional heart.
Yes.
Trauma to, financial losses. My husband and I were both laid off at the same time. Just things like that. And I, at one point, developed breast cancer. Survived that. After that, there had been a neurological condition in my body that a lot of doctors call suicide disease, because the pain was so great that many people commit suicide from it.
My Lord.
It's called trigeminal neuralgia, and it affected this whole side of my face. And I had brain surgery to correct that. But during the brain surgery, I had a stroke on the table. And this is in 2008.
I remember.
Yeah. And as I was laying in the bed in the hospital, looking out the window, it was a beautiful day. It was looking out on Lake Erie. The trees were blowing. It was just nature, and everything was just perfect to put you in the mindset of really going internal and thinking about your life and reflecting and wondering why this happened. And so I said, why is this happening? Why have all these things happened? Why all these traumas? Why all these hurtful things?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing was, why am I still here? Why am I not laying on a psychiatrist's couch trying to figure out what's going on in my head and what's going on in my body? And God spoke to me and said, I want you to go tell other people how to survive. So you're here because you have a story to tell, and other people need to know that they can get through different things, and that there's ways to do it without them compounding issues by doing things to their bodies that don't make it better. Just some things that people use to make themselves feel better, really like just putting a Band-Aid on it.
Yes.
And not healing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was my appointment of assignment, if you will. That was when I knew why I was here. That was when I understood why all these things happened and why I had been researching and trying to figure it out. So I pulled all that together, and that started Trinity Wellness Services. So Trinity, the name itself, has to do, mind, body, spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It's all mixed in together. But whatever your level of faith is, whatever the audience believes, it's all about just taking care of you as a person and helping other people do the same. It doesn't matter what your belief is. We're all here for a purpose, and taking care of our temple is the number one thing we need to do.
We say that we want to live a long life,
yes,
but our behavior
right, exactly,
doesn't always reflect that from what we eat and the activities that we involve ourselves in. And speaking of activities, so what level of activity, exercising, or what are some recommendations that you have for us?
Well, there are several things that you can do on a daily basis. One thing, we need to watch our primary foods. And let me explain that to you. I'm a student at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and one of the things that they teach about is primary foods and secondary foods. Primary foods, people think is something that goes in your mouth, but really your primary foods are your relationships, exercise, your job, your spiritual place, Those are the things that affect us, and those things affect what we eat. So in other words, if you're all stressed out because of your job, you might go out and eat something maybe you know you shouldn't eat. But the whole idea is outer stressors or outer factors affect how we eat and what we put into our body. So nutrition is important. Making sure if you can't drink 8 glasses of water a day, drink some water. Keep your body hydrated. Get your rest. Exercise, depending on where you're at, depending on what you can do. There are exercises you can do. For instance, I learned about Tai Chi. Tai Chi is slow movement. It's an Eastern exercise, but if you've seen people on TV. There's commercials of people doing Tai Chi, but that's something that helps. You'd be surprised how toned and how much better you feel doing something like that. So if you're not an aerobic person, if you're not a jogger or a walker, you can do something like that. The main thing is, move the body, hydrate the body, get rest, eat right. If you do those things, basic things, you'll be on a journey to better health.
Okay, awesome. All right. We'll be right back again with Deborah Johnson.
Studies show that you are likely 1 in a billion. 1 of a billion people, that is, that are vitamin D deficient. At least you're in good company. New research suggests that vitamin D may be one of the best vitamins for your entire body, since scientists have uncovered more than 200 different genes that are regulated by this nutrient. That's why it's known as the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D3 is actually a pro-hormone that has been found in almost every type of human cell, from your brain to your bones. What's even more compelling, studies show that almost every major disease can be linked to a vitamin D deficiency, including many cancers and bone diseases. Health providers and the public alike are starting to take notice. The New York Times called it a vitamin with broad influence. Fox News reported that except for stopping smoking, there are not many other known interventions that are capable of such a reduction in the risk of death. Emerging scientific research indicates that vitamin D3 plays a key role in our overall health and well-being, and that we can all benefit from adding this supplement to our diet. So if you want your vitamin D without harmful rays, spray it. Taking an oral spray helps for quick absorption into the circulatory system, tissues, and cells. Vitamin D3 spray is easy to take, perfect for those who dislike swallowing pills, and is 10 times easier for the body to absorb. Getting enough vitamin D might be the most important thing you do for yourself. Vitamin D3 spray, a little drop of sunshine that will make a big difference for a long, healthy life.
Before the break, you were educating us some more. I just want to thank you for everything that you've been teaching us today. And we want to be able to continue to plug into your products and services. And I know you brought some oils here with you today. What do you have here, and explain what they do?
Okay.
The benefits, I guess. Yeah.
All right, sure. This is just a sampling of some of the essential oils that I use. Say, for instance, this particular one is an essential oil blend. So that means that there are several different oils in this one bottle. Helps with headaches. If I get a headache, I rub a little bit on the back of my neck, on the side of my temples. Then 30 seconds, headache is gone. Okay. This particular one right here is for women's hormones. So ladies out there, or gentlemen, if you know someone who is having hormonal imbalance at a certain time in their lives, this oil is a blend that helps with that.
How do we apply that?
Oh, what you do is, this particular oil is called Solace. And what you do is just blend it, just put it on the stomach.
Oh, okay.
Put it on the stomach. And it helps, like I said, to balance the hormones, help with sleep. Because at certain points in a woman's life, when she starts going through hormonal changes, the body changes drastically. And it's not just to do with the menstrual cycle and that sort of thing, but it's weight gain, maybe not eating right, not being able to sleep at night, so many things change. So this particular oil helps get our hormones balanced. Personally, I learned about this for women because after I had breast cancer, I could not take hormone replacement therapy from the doctor, the chemical kind. So I was looking for natural hormone replacement therapy.
Okay,
and
great.
so that's what this is for. These oils right here, this is wild orange and peppermint. Put a couple of drops together, rub them in your hand, inhale them, and it helps lift your spirits. So during the day, if you get tired, instead of getting a Red Bull, put some couple of drops of oil, these oils in your hand, inhale it, and it'll take you through the rest of the day. A friend of mine at work had sinus issues, and he was getting ready to go home for the rest of the day. This was at lunchtime. I said, wait a minute, I got an oil for that.
There's an app, we have an oil.
I have an oil for that. I keep my kit with me, and I put this oil blend in his hand and had him inhale it. Cleared up his head, cleared up his lungs, everything. He made it the rest of the day.
Wow.
So, like I said, it's simple things. You don't have to get real cerebral about it. It's just simple, easy things to do.
And can we put this in drop in our tub, or
you can drop these in your tub. You can put them on your skin. You can even, there's some oils you can even put in your food. Lemon oil, you can put in some ice water and make lemonade with it.
Okay.
So there's so many uses for it. And as I mentioned earlier in the segment, in the Bible, healing oils of the Bible. There's so many different things that people use because they didn't have anything else. So it's just a matter of getting just a little education about oils, but not just oils. So there's oils, there's body work, there's gaining knowledge. There's so many different things we can do. Whatever fits you, whatever you gravitate to, that's what's going to help you.
You mentioned the education piece. Now you have some workshops coming up. Are they regularly scheduled, or how can we connect with you?
Yes, if you contact me on my website, trinitywellness.us, and leave me your contact information, I'll let you know about upcoming workshops. I'm preparing them right now, but throughout the summer, I'm going to be offering health and wellness workshops, and I'm also going to offer discounts between July and September on those workshops. And if you contact me, I will give you more information about those. And I also do one-on-one counseling, one-on-one sessions as well. So whether it's a group of people or you just want to talk to me one-on-one and confidentially, I'll be more than happy to do so.
Awesome. That's awesome. So we can get these products on your website as well?
Yes. Yes, trinitywellness.us.
All right, trinitywellness.us. Plug into Deborah Johnson for her workshops and education. Let's get ourselves fit from the inside out and just really begin that journey of healing.
Yes.
So we can have a better quality of life. We're not going to live forever, but let's have that, that life that we do have. Let's make the best of it. Yes. Let's make it work and make it count, and be able to be in service to others, and that's really what it's all about.
Yes.
And let's get well. Let's get fit. Any final words that you want to leave with us?
Final word I'd like to leave is just pay attention to your body. Pay attention to what it's telling you. Take notice. Keep a little log of different things that are changing in your body. And like I said, pay attention. Find out what's going on, because the body has a way of letting us know how to prevent disaster from coming to us. And if we just get in tune with ourselves, stop the madness, even though, sure, we're all busy, we all have things to do, but if you start just taking 10 minutes a day with yourself, just for you, where you have to shut yourself in the restroom and tell everybody this is my time, or rather you just sitting in your car, wherever your quiet space is, make that time for yourself. Get in tune with yourself and listen to what your body is telling you, and that'll help you begin your journey to healing.
All right. Well, thank you. You heard it here on MakeSomethingHappen.TV with Trinity Wellness Services with Deborah Johnson. Let's go out and take care of ourselves and make a difference. If we make a difference in our lives, we'll make a difference in our community, and we can make a difference in the world. Take care. Deborah Johnson from Trinity Wellness. The Deb, you brought a kit here today. What is this?
Okay, this is my little, I call it my physician's toolkit.
Okay.
And what it is a case that has essential oils in it. Essential oils, to explain to your audience, really are oils that come from plants and herbs. If you were to press them together and compress them and put them through a natural process, the result will be oils. So, for instance, this is lavender. Everybody knows what lavender smells
Yes.
like, and lavender is very good for relaxing, calming, de-stressing. And a lot of people throughout the day, they go through, maybe you're having a bad day at work or something, you need something to calm you down. If you put a couple of drops of lavender on a cotton ball,
Okay.
put it inside a little Ziploc bag, take it out your bag, take it out your drawer, and just inhale it. You'll be surprised how it will calm you down and help you get through the rest of the day.
Can you like sneak that in people's drawers?
Oh,
Work,
sure,
so when they
sure.
open it, it's like
Exactly.
we run around.
They don't know what happened to them. They just know they're calm.
Exactly.
Or say, for instance, if you got a crying baby at night, you can put 1 drop of oil on the bottom of the baby's feet to help them go to sleep. Sure. Try a little. You can rub it in your
It
hands.
smells so good.
Yeah, and this is pure lavender. There's no additive. There's
Okay.
nothing put in it to make it stretch.
Mhm.
This is the pure lavender from the lavender plant.
Okay.
Some of the other oils. So this is to help you relax and calm down.
Okay.
If you need energy, there's
Yes.
oils for that too. So this is wild orange and this is peppermint.
Okay.
And you can put like 3 drops of wild orange in your hand, maybe a drop of this peppermint, rub it together, inhale it, and just raise your whole energy level.
Raise me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
All
put
right.
that,
Mhm.
and this is. Okay, now just rub it. And inhale it. And if you take your hands like this and draw it in through your mouth
Oh, okay.
and let it go down inside your body and energize the rest of your body.
Yes, definitely. It's not greasy.
It's not
oil,
greasy.
but it's not a grease.
Right. Essential oils, true essential oils, they go through all the layers of your skin. A lot of stuff that we buy,
Mhm.
like in the store, I'm not going to mention any
Right,
stores,
right, absolutely not.
but a lot of stuff that we buy off the shelf, I'll put it that way,
Mhm.
is not pure essential oil.
Yes.
And essential oils go through all the layers of your skin, so that's why there's
Yes,
no
I mean,
residue.
you
It's
know,
already
you can't-
soaked through.
Maybe you can't really see that, but this is
You could,
it's
yeah,
smooth. I
on
can
this
touch
pretty
my
jacket, you
clothes.
could put exactly. So
Mhm.
it goes. It really, the benefit is it's not sitting on top of your skin. It's going through your body.
It's natural. We're natural, and it absorbs right into me.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. So these, like I said, these are just some of the things that we can do, and nobody notices it. Nobody,
Woo.
you know, you can just.
Okay, now we're ready to go do backflips. Well, maybe not.
Exactly. But there's one story that I heard about through using essential oils, and there was a boy about 12 years old that had an accident, and it affected him to where he was paralyzed from the neck down. And there's a technique called aroma touch, and it's a certain blend of oils. I've got the certification in this technique, and it's a certain blend of oils that you use on the back and the hands and the feet. And this young boy, someone came to the hospital while he was in the hospital and started applying this aroma touch technique. And after a couple of days, the doctor started noticing that his neurological sensors started working.
Wow.
And for a while he couldn't move. They had to do everything for him in about a week's time. I say about maybe after a couple of weeks, he was able to sit up. They were able to start giving him therapy. And I don't know where he is right now, but I know he is no longer considered a going to be paralyzed the rest of his life.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's all through
amazing.
essential oils.
Wow, yes. Well, thanks for bringing these out and doing the little demonstration.
Sure.
So definitely we want to plug into your class.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you have it and be able to, to buy some oils and learn how to use them appropriately.
Yes.
Okay, thanks again, Deborah.
You're
Trinity
welcome.
Wellness.
Yes.
Take care.
You too.